Hey, fantastic fam. Welcome to our community where we combine the woo and the work. We are two professional women who believe we can have it all and constantly upgrade ourselves to meet our visions. I'm Kalyani and I've chosen the off-roading path to personal development, being an entrepreneur with the journey of motherhood. I'm an economics postgraduate and I love working with all things mind and money. I've founded and sold one business and I'm now building this business that feels like fun and freedom for life.
Hi, I'm Rupali. I'm a numbers nerd turned Reiki master and many other things. I found a passion for all things wellness. I've worked in banking and finance for 15 years and I love combining that knowledge with all things energetics to create impact in a fun, easy way for others. Join us as we share the behind the scenes of us creating wealth, freedom and magic. Hi everyone. I'm going to share my thoughts on something that came up today. I was having a conversation, and the conversation was around visualizing and manifesting and all those things. And for those that know me, know that I'm not a woo-woo girl. My whole background is maths and stats, and in the world of finance, and it's all kind of, hard facts, concrete things. None of this woo-woo, foo-foo stuff. So the word manifesting, I've really sat with this concept and thought, what do I make of it? What do I think of it? How do I perceive it? And how do I play with it? And so what I've kind of come to realize that for me, it means a lot of different things, and how I interpreted it before has changed over time through some experiments and through some playing with the concept. And what I've realized is anything you do with this fun, light, playing energy, curious energy, and you're like, oh, let's see how that works. I feel like that results in the best outcomes because you're not attached. There's no heaviness around it. And so the conversation today was around if you want to manifest something and they tell you you have to feel it in your body while you're visualizing, feel that feeling. And this person rightfully said that if I've never had what I want, then how am I to know what to feel in my body? Right? It's a fair question. You've never had it. You make it up. How do you do it? And that got me thinking. And what I ended up saying was that the idea is not so much to perfectly feel whatever it is you think it feels like. It's not about getting it spot on and being right. It's about allowing your body to feel comfortable with having the idea of what you want. Because your subconscious mind thinks that anything that's unfamiliar and unknown is a threat, right? Because your body knows how to survive in what's known. You know how to think of it, you know how to feel about it, you know how to react to it. But what about things that you've never experienced? That's unknown. And that's when your subconscious mind thinks, oh, threat here. And so your body starts panicking and, you may get a little anxious around it. Your body may tense up a little bit. And so you start feeling these different sensations. And as you begin observing these things, it becomes a little more fun. And like I said, the idea is do it with a fun, light energy and say, I'm going to play with this concept. Let me see what comes out of it here. I'm here, universe. Oh, whatever you want to call it. I'm here. Show me. Then leave it. You do your thing. You kind of go through the motion and you leave it. And then you see and you be curious. Then that makes you more open to it, to seeing things a different way. And that's when it becomes a little fun. And I'm using the word fun very deliberately because I think when people think they're ready to manifest and they're ready to try it out, fair enough, you're a little pessimistic about it. But while being pessimistic about it, you're so attached to that outcome because you're trying to prove a point. Either you're trying to prove that it doesn't work, or you're trying to prove that it doesn't work for you, or that the concept is rubbish, or you think you are trying to prove that it does work, but you're so attached to the outcome that it just becomes such a heavy feeling that you feel. And suddenly it becomes a chore. You're not feeling at ease when you're doing it. And that whole energy shifts, right? Anytime you're doing something with a heavy energy, even if it's the most basic thing, it doesn't work out well. So play with the concept. Let it feel light in your energy, in your body, in your energetically kind of feel it light, easy, with lots of flow. Be open, curious. That's, I feel like, a really good headspace and energetic space to be in to allow things. I've seen some people that want to manifest and they decide and they want to have all the 10 things they want within the week. And if it's not happening, then I'm really bad at manifesting. I cannot manifest. I don't know how to manifest. That's not my thing. And you do all sorts of stuff. So this is where I want to change the mindset around manifesting. And an example that I have that's actually quite fun and light and cool, and here it illustrates exactly how light energy works, is that one day I was walking in my community and I don't know, I had this thought about something, a project that I was working on. It was more passion project. And I thought, I wonder if I'm going down the right path. And then I thought, okay, let's play with the universe a little bit. And like I said, over time, I've become more open and receptive to these concepts and ideas to be able to play with it in the first place, because otherwise I was a little bit more pessimistic about it. So I thought, let me play with it. And I said, okay, universe, show me a butterfly tomorrow if I'm on the right path. And then my mind starts talking, the self-talk, and the mind starts talking and kind of thinking it's protecting you, but actually it's not. And it started saying, there's no way you're going to say butterfly, don't be silly. How can you say something like that? You're setting yourself up for failure. And this is funny because I wasn't even attached to this whole point, right? That's the whole point of this exercise. I thought, let me play with it. But even then, my mind started its talk. And I thought, whatever, let's see. And the reason why my mind was saying it's never going to happen is because I knew I'm going to be inside a building around the 11th floor of a building that doesn't have any windows that open. That is quite high up for butterflies, right? If you think about it logically, butterflies don't hang around at such floors. So I thought, well, universe, here you go. And then I forgot about it. I left it. And I got on, with the rest of my day. And the following day, as I was having lunch, I was just eating. I was checking some messages on my phone, and I happened to be near a window on the same floor. And I looked out, and there were 2 butterflies. And I thought, wow, isn't this high for a butterfly? And I didn't even realize it's to do with what I said the day before, right? I was like, oh, isn't this a bit high for butterflies? And I thought, oh my goodness, no ways. There's no ways that actually what I wanted and I said to the universe, show me butterflies if I'm on the right path, would happen. And that's when I thought, wow, that's so funny. And so it was a game. I played it like a game. I left it, forgot about it, to a point where I saw the butterflies. I didn't even remember that I said this. So I think it's really about having fun with your stuff that you want to manifest, letting it be, surrendering to the universe or whatever it is, just allowing it to come and not controlling how and when and what. So I thought I'll quickly share this on you, because the key takeaways are have fun, with the concept, be curious, be open, and you just never know what comes up. I mean, this butterfly example was pretty cool, I thought, anyways. And this conversation I had earlier today got me thinking about all of these things. So it was a good reminder for me also that I should continue trying to play with these concepts and having fun with them, because everything doesn't have to be intellectual, right? So yeah, let us know if you had any kind of such experiences, if you play with the concept, if you try it out, what results you get. We always, always, always love hearing from you. Our social media links are on down below. And so, yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode.
We would really appreciate your feedback as reviews on the podcast app you tune in from. Support us also by sharing this podcast with 3 of your besties who would benefit from being fantastic.